Just gonna start it again, just to watch it crash again for no reason. I love that it doesn't even give me a reason either. It just does it. It doesn't even say, "Yo, this happened. Try to be preemptive against this. Be preventative against this." I can't even set up preventative measures. There's no such thing. God, I fucking hate YouTube, dude. And it's gonna look stupid on the YouTube channel now because you're gonna see like one stream that was like an hour and a half, and there's gonna be a second one that's like fucking 45 minutes. It's just crazy. Alright, I'm gonna just pretend that didn't happen. We're just gonna move on. God, I hate checking Twitter. Alright, I'm done being mad. We're just gonna post the link. We're gonna move on. I couldn't even tell a single person what just happened. Because I don't know myself. There you go, Sean. That's the attitude. Thank you. I needed that. Pretend what didn't happen. Alright, back to everything. I don't know why I wasn't in Discord before, by the way. Sorry about that. IWM making new highs, though. That was a very good sign. I know a few of you guys were looking at IWM to keep going up, so I'm happy to see that happening for y'all. SPY, while the stream decided to just explode, deteriorate on its own, ended up holding the new high in the 5-minute. We were on the 1-minute at the time when these couple candles were appearing, and they had some really good higher opens and then a good push into a new high. And this really freed up everything, and that's, of course, causing more upside. But cool thing is that other scenario we talked about is working now. We said, whoops, just sit on this time frame. Earlier, they were down a lot more, and we were saying if they were to continue falling, and these also got weak, that would bring bigger, larger red candles on SPY and the overall market just in general. And if vice versa happened, we'd probably get the other side of that, where, of course, these keep holding and this moves back up, causing green candles to appear on the overall market. And that's, of course, why we're seeing new highs on SPY, SPX, IWM, and not new highs on triple Qs, but they are holding on to the previous, the 2-day ago low demand, which also lines up with the previous day low demand. So very, very, a lot of demand. There's a lot of buyers between this gray area here. So good to see them actually hold on to that, so we can trust that information a little bit more. Can you crash more often? Yeah, appreciate that. Took 132% on that pump. Wow. I hate you and love you at the same time. Tesla bounced off yesterday's close. Good call out by Sean Sen. They are struggling with previous day close on the Tesla chart. They're very weak against that right now. Good call out, Sean. Good job calling out a good position chart. Good level. Good area of the chart. Alright, I'm going back to SPY because I just need to see what's going to happen to this supply. Because we basically just went up to all-time high and we're like, nope. For anybody wondering, yes, we do have levels beyond the all-time high that do exist. There are always levels out there in the hidden plane. I love charting all-time highs because a lot of people suck at it. And it's really fun to do. Because it's like you're going for levels that are hidden. Like, they really are hidden because you don't see them there. There's not like price action giving you price history, which is what all of us base of our, information off of. But I love charting those. You were gone and it went straight up, closed perfectly, paid for all the stops. Cool, man. I'm gonna grab Tobias through this monitor right now. When you have a second, give me some feedback on my review. No problem. I'd love to. I prefer to watch stream in Discord, no lagging. Yeah, honestly, if you don't see me in here and I'm streaming on YouTube, someone please just tag me. I always just forget to join in here, but I do intend to join the Discord because I have heard that before, that the Discord stream's a lot better. You don't have the music, it's just my voice, and yeah, there's no lag behind my chart, there's no lag behind anything I'm saying. which on YouTube is uncontrollable. You know, I could literally be on the lowest latency setting and you guys are still getting my information like 5 to 10 seconds later, which isn't the worst, you know, compared to other platforms, but definitely could be better. You know, considering they make millions of dollars, or I'm sorry, billions of dollars, you'd think that they would have that better suited out for everybody. Oh my god. I just realized what I did. Alright, we're never doing that again. Solved. Alright, cool. Y'all would never guess what I did. I don't even want to talk about it. IWM. Yeah, pretty good. Triple Q. Nothing new. Really nothing new from what I said about 10 minutes ago, huh? Tesla trying its hand at breaking previous day close. We'll see if they actually make that or not. Make it back to today's open. It's a little bit higher than that previous day close. Meta still struggling with the little area we were talking about with React earlier. Not seeing much else that's new. Oh my god, I just saw this. Wow, good job McDonald's. They actually, they made a fake low into a high, and they're trying to build a higher low. So you either get another move up, or they're going to do another shoulder grab here and then move up. But either way, that's looking good for up. And it's hitting historical support. This has not been held since October of 2023. So a little under a year. I just said I didn't want to talk about it. You DM me. What the fuck? No, so it's because my hotkeys. I changed my hotkeys and I accidentally hit one of the hotkeys, I think, when I was typing to one of you. The hotkey at the time was the minus button. And I think I hit minus to, you know, do a little sub list or whatever. So I am the reason it crashed, not YouTube. But still, F YouTube. But yeah, that was actually my fault. God, DE doing so damn good. Oracle. Why do I have Oracle here? Somebody in Lifetime must have said Oracle and I had to add it. I don't remember adding this myself, though. Oh, okay. We're not following that one. That's impossible. Dominoes. I don't know who brought up Dominoes, but this actually has some really good movement. Let's see. So from their recent base that they broke, they made it down to here. I'm trying to hold that support. Let's just grab some simple supply and demand, just to keep it clean on us. Oh, yeah, I just typed it again. I did hit that hotkey. Damn. All right, so we'll go from the low to the top of the last red candle. That's it. That's as clean as it needs to be. And then we'll grab this as well as an in between. That's it. That's all we need. Who would have thought we'd be charting Domino's Pizza? You're still holding your puts and you're down 35%. You're holding your puts from the ones you got from here? The ones you got over here? Oh, come on, man. You said you were gonna get out if you made a new high. You gotta stick to your rules. Because I liked your plan, but I don't like it if you're gonna ignore it. Oh, you went to piss. Oh, okay, that sucks. Okay, fair enough. I think everybody's been here once or twice in their life. Maybe not for that exact reason, but I know we always get called away for something. Okay, well, fair enough. I can't really get on to you for that one. Hold it in next time. Oh, you're good, Tobias. If you posted in the wrong channel, it's okay. I don't mind. Sack and Save. Are you Sean on the YouTube stream? Are you Sean Sen? Or are these two different people? Have you checked Ulta lately? Yes, I actually have. I'm a pretty big Ulta fan. This was one of the 9 tickers I released in my PDF a little over a week ago. And the main game plan was just that I like it. I like it for bulls because of where it was sitting. Now, of course, we're moving beyond that. Yesterday, we got a bearish kicker. And now we have a little bit of it. Not an inside bar, we went a little bit outside of it. But me to the bone-wise, we are an inside bar. So just a lot of indecision here, really. We're against a resistance. We closed over it. Next day gets a very massive bearish candle. And then today we have indecision. So I just think this chart needs to figure out what the hell it wants for a second, for a couple days, and then start to move. But the good move has already happened from the base of the lows. The higher low base build dip buy has already happened. Oh, okay, you're two different people. Okay. I was just making sure. Because I know Sack and Save. I've had him for a long time in our chat, but I was just making sure. Your turtle in a rock on Discord. What a great name. But you'll definitely see more updates from me if you're in the Discord. I'll be posting another PDF, and I'm about 90% sure Ulta will be on that list again. I don't even really trade Ulta that much, just here and there, but I just love Ulta's movement. I love the pattern recognition that it provides. I love the back testing on it. I feel like it sharpens me for other charts. Ulta is a very awesome options chain too. It's not impossible to trade. You can't believe how strong that 200 level is for Amazon. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's also just a good psychological number. You know, I think people get to 200 and they think, well, this isn't going any farther than that. You know, it'll take the break of 200 and 205 for people to really start thinking, oh, this is going to 225 now. This is going to 250. But really good movement with that Tesla rally, though. I think it's just perfect timing for them to slow down as Tesla has slowed down. But, I mean, neither of them have really... When I say slow down, I mean they were bullish, and now they're just like... They're not in a position for you to jump into a new trade yet, but they're still bullish. You know, it hasn't invalidated to the bearish side yet. So, I like both of those still a lot. That sector is very strong. You also have that McDonald's rally. In case you didn't know, McDonald's, Amazon, Tesla all belong to the same sector. Nike... Home Depot, they're also part of that sector, so you can also check on those. And you can see Home Depot and McDonald's have been doing very well from their recent lows. So I think this is just kind of giving Amazon and Tesla like a chance to kind of get a breather in before the next bigger moves start to occur on the charts, just because, you know, again, they can't just keep going up all the time. They had to slow down eventually to get their breath. How is that sector not falling? Because Nike, McDonald's, Home Depot, they're all moving up while those are taking their break. So, I like that sector a lot. As a whole, it's very strong. You long that resistance turn supply. Okay, so you're long off of this level here. Okay. It's not a bad plan either. Pretty cool post in the trade floor of the Discord if you guys go in there. Lee then said, stop sleeping on the gap fibs. Again, that's this highlighted area. But then, I like what Misi added on top of that, saying, and the extensions. The extensions are very important. And that's really how I've been charting my all-time high levels a lot recently. Wait, you're Zaya? Are you also Zaya? So you're Zaya Arts as well? Is that what I'm learning? Wait, where did I see that? Oh, that was DMs. Oh, you're Zaya Arts. Okay, I know that is. Damn, so I'm aware of both of your aliases. You've just been here for a long time, I guess. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. I was just curious. I try to be good with names. I like to like, I'm not gonna remember y'all's favorite color, but you know, it'd be nice to remember y'all's names here and there. Some of y'all have been here so long and I still don't remember them just because there's so many like people who follow y'all who end up like having a similar name, or someone changes their name from something. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, keep your name the same thing the whole time. Like Eric keeps it easy. He's been Eric the whole time. There's maybe some variants to his name, but he's Eric every time. Garden Trader, Joyful, thank you for making it easy. I'm not making fun of Sack and Save. It's just that it reminds me of one person that somebody was like, you don't remember me? And I'm like, no, who are you? And they told me their alias, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I know who that is. And then they shared me 3 other aliases they had that I was aware of. It's like, why do you have so many accounts? I think it was just because they had different devices. They had like an iPad or a phone or a computer, and they were all signed into a different Google account, which that's crazy in itself. But they're like, how do you not remember me? Because you're making it hard. I can remember Linwood. You know why? Because he's got the same profile pic. He's got the same name. It's very easy. Also, Linwood, I didn't get to reply to you as much as I wanted to in the Lifetime chat. But really good job on that back testing. I'm not joking. If you ever want to get better at swing trading, what you're doing is the way to go about it. You know, it really is back testing more and more. Kind of going through ideas even if you're not trading them. I feel like me and Noxta, I would definitely say that's what helped us the most, is just, you know, back testing as much as possible. SPY possibly losing that old high, which I don't even know why I still have this drawn. I'll just leave my cursor there. Dog is so spoiled. All right, let's see. So SPY did give up that old high. We'll see if they end up closing further under. Do we get a break of today's open? What's going on? And I'd really like for you guys to start keeping like a mental counter. If this makes any sense, of times you see like invalidations and validations. So we broke under this, we closed back over. That's a good validation for bulls. It's a good invalidation for bears. So just kind of keep that in your head, you know. And the more you see these, the more you can start to kind of just tally up, and you'll be like, oh, well, today sucks, because you have a large counter and there's maybe like 20 invalidations. Then you have an indecisive day in front of you. But we're not seeing that many yet. It's a cool thing to practice. Just kind of count how many times did this work for bulls, how many times did this work for bears. Just to give yourself a good kind of, just a frame of context, really. Mel saying, fat drop, please. Well, of course you're saying that. You are stuck in your puts. Good job, though. I see you're green now. We'll see if you get the crack of today's open or not. Again, remember, this is a very, very strong pivot point. So whoever's in control of this in short term, we have to, again, agree that they are in control. So if we're above it, we're bullish. If we're below it, we're bearish. It's very important. We've only had one close under this level today. Of course, before our whole move was holding under, and then a good close back above. Ever since then, we've had one retest hold, and this is our second time coming back down and retesting it ever since. And welcome everybody who's in Discord. We got CJK, Eric, Garden, Joyful, Kim, Linwood, Mel, React, Sack and Save, and Vinster. Good to have you all. You can pretty much type anywhere in chat and I'll probably see it. Oh, I didn't even see this the other day. He was posting Roku and he put Ruku, and I thought he was the one who fixed it, but it was Sinful who typed that. I didn't even notice that. Alright, sorry YouTube, I was kind of abusing y'all for a second. I added in the fact into a contract was $30 from my channel. One thing I've backtested, if price breaks the first hour candle, then it's a higher probability of a trending type day. Damn, tried to scalp that drop and missed it. On to the next. Let me read that again. Oh wait, that makes sense. I don't know why I'm reading that again. Ryan, you might actually like this post. Hold up, this just reminded me of something. I gotta find it. This is a very old post I'm trying to find. I think it's in... Okay, I don't remember what it was, but there was like a stat that read about 5-minute candles. You've probably seen me post it in the past. That lines up with the hourly stat though. So that makes sense why that works. I really wish I could find it so I could show you. Damn, there are some crazy posts in the Levels channel. Y'all gotta go through the... Do y'all ever look at the pinned posts, pinned messages of channels? There are a lot in each different channel, but this one's crazy. Okay, it's not in that channel. I don't know where it is. I'm just gonna try to find it. That drop was a failed current day open, hidden retest. Could call it by Garden Trader. Okay, I can't find that post, but I'm gonna find it later. You would think the term 5 MIN would be used more than this many times. RSI, no. No, I don't want that. Maybe it's in the mod chat? Okay, I'll just look later. I don't know where it is. But that does line up with something that makes sense. let you know. I'll find it after stream today. But basically, it's a post that just talks about the number of candles on certain time frames, in a certain amount of time. Like the first hour has this many 5-minute candles, blah blah blah. This time frame has this many candles up for this amount of time, blah blah blah. And it talks about the hourly. It talks about how after the first hour, I don't remember the percentages, so bear with me. But in the first hour of the day, I'm pretty sure there's like a very high percentage chance you've already seen your high or low of day, or something like that. It's in this post. I'll have to go find it, but it's pretty cool. And it was all just from what you just did, back testing. It was just personal back testing, figuring out, what actually works, what doesn't, what actually happens when this happens. Which, that sounds weird saying that out loud, what happens when this happens, but that makes sense when you're actually like looking at this is what happens when this level breaks, or what happens when I see this candle, or what happens after this amount of time and I see this. It's just kind of like figuring your conditions out, really. There it is. Yeah, it's 90% of the highs and lows occur in the first hour, and half of the yeah, there you go. Which is a really crazy stat. Meaning, most of the time, if you haven't seen it in the first couple hours of the day, you've probably seen the majority of the better movement. And if you do miss out on some end of day better movement, so be it. If that's your strategy. If you're working and you're busy and you can't do it, that's fine. But, and that's just most of the time. I don't like to tell people that stuff too much, because it makes them think like, oh, I have to trade in the morning then. I can't trade any other part of the day. Like, no, please refer to one of my most recent uploads that literally talks about this exact conversation. Kind of splitting the day up into 3. Which I'm going to make that the video that's public this Friday. So if you're someone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, this Friday it'll be up. But it's from open to close, navigating the 3 phases of the day using probability. So I'll be posting that this Friday for everybody, but that's been up for about 2 weeks for all members, so you should already be aware of that. But yeah, that is cool to know, because it's facts. It's using math, using probabilities to understand what should happen when something happens. If you're getting a break of this, how many times does that happen? And of those times that it happens, how far does it go? It's good to know those stats, I guess is what you could say. Which they're never going to be perfect, but it gives you at least a path, and I feel like that's where most people get lost, is like finding a strategy or figuring out how they want to trade, or what makes them bullish or bearish. They never figure out why. They're just lost. They just do a bunch of things, they try a bunch of things, and that's what you have to do with this, is trying something out. You have to try it over and over and over again to understand it. You don't truly understand something until you've tried something 1,000 different ways and it doesn't work a lot, and then you finally figure out the way it does work, and then you start to figure out your groove and kind of just work off of that. It's very nice, and it feels nice because you're uniform. You have a system in place. You're actually doing something. You're not just randomly, choosing something or going off of emotion or feeling. You're not going off intuition. You're going off of something you have put to work, something you have back tested, something you have confidence in because you've worked with it more. You've tried to work all the the innards of it out and try to understand every bit and piece of it. That's what should give you confidence, not, oh, a big green candle. Good job, Mel. He said, I am out 40%, have appointment at noon. Thanks for the stream. You too, Mel. Thank you for being here. And good job on the trade. And before that crash, wasn't I about to look at someone's trade review? Carter's? Yeah. Carter, are you still here? My apologies for not getting to that sooner. I just saw you said in here too, don't forget your boy, as I literally forgot my boy. I think it's just because I was lost from the stream ending and starting up again. Okay, you're still here, good. Alright, let's go over your trade review. I'm just gonna move Discord over here so people on YouTube aren't as confused. Leave that right there. IWM trade. Been bullish for days, and yes, you have been. Had a higher open. Watched a hammer over current day open looking for pre-market high. Probably early, but the bullishness of the chart gave me more confidence. Good stuff. So he's going off of past experiences to give him this initial feeling, not just randomly getting this feeling of, I'm bullish. No, he understands why he feels this way. Secured 0.32 to 47. Great percentage. What's that? 48%? Watched for the golden pocket test, high of day to low of day, held it well with an outside bar, took one, got sideways, but never broke my stop loss, which good job. Took one more to average in, which I need to see where you averaged in at. Okay, good. I was going to say, if you ever do this, don't buy it at the same level. Buy it off of a higher low, and vice versa in puts. Buy it off of a lower high if you ever average in, which I do not recommend that, but I'm glad you did it in this scenario right here, because this is where it makes sense. Sold one into the high of day area, which is also a daily level. Stop loss hit for just over even. I didn't want to see a full rejection of that level again. Could have managed this better, but we're learning every day. Let's see here. Thank you for showing the other ones too. Oh, this is from the other fib, I see. It's this one. Okay. Which you would not have had that at the time, but okay. Let's see back here. So I'm more focused on this trade anyway. So you get back to your fib, you have that drawn, you have that information in front of you. Established low. Hammer, 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 hammer. Honestly, just good job overall. I like to see this confidence on this trade right here, because I could see where you were like, all right, this is clearly trying to hold this as a bullish fib. And even if you were early, I like that you were at least aware of like, all right, well, it's still holding, let me not cut. I hate when I see people get into plays like this. They're willing to buy the dip, but they're not willing to hold it unless the level breaks. I hate when I see people get into these plays, and even if it doesn't go up, they just cut it randomly. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not even giving the play a chance. So good job for giving the play a chance. Another good job for at least averaging in at the higher low, not just randomly buying and probably staring at your average to, you know, freak out. But that was actually a very I feel like a confident person just took that trade. Good job, Carter. I feel like a very confident person taking these trades, which is a good thing. You want to be confident, because that means you're not swaying in your game plan. You're not randomly taking trades. Susan is another person, guys, that I have been seeing here post a ton of amazing breakdowns. Regardless of winning or losing, it doesn't happen. I mean, it doesn't matter. She posts both, and she goes through everything. But I want to read this one, too, even though she didn't ask. First trade, and puts after a 50% pullback and break of current day open. Must have got a bad fill. Option price seemed to be moving weird. God, I hate those days when IV's all weird. I should have waited until it closed below recent lows. Never happened. Minus 17%, which that's actually a fair size loss. That's not bad. That's good. Last trade, calls. Break above current day open, which let me look at this other trade first. Yeah, good job noticing this. Okay, another thing that kind of gets on my nerves is when I see people mention like, oh, the options suck, and then they don't break down why. Susan literally just broke down exactly what scenario you should know your options are sucking at. So she's in puts, but it's not doing much when she gets down to here. That would be the option. Good job, Susan, for noticing that. That is crazy that happened to you. I'm so sorry, but good job not making that your day, not letting that ruin you, not crying about it, really. Good job. Still have an auto entry set for take profit at 50%. As I gain more confidence in taking profit along with more contracts for stair stepping out, I will discontinue setting an auto close at price target and stop loss. I've moved away from the auto stop loss as well. It's not fun. It works a lot of the time, but when it doesn't work, it hurts. But good job on your second trade. Very, very cool thing to take away from this trade, or these two trades here, is that she didn't let something get to her and then ruin her chances of catching another trade. She got into a trade, it worked, still didn't make her money, so what does she do? She gets out of it at a realistic part of the chart, seeing that it's trying to work back up for the bulls, and then she gets into some calls, and she ends up catching a way bigger play, way bigger gain on a massive move up. So honestly, very, very awesome trade review, not just because of what actually happened, but because of what she was able to do with that trade. Instead of just crying or getting an attitude and just, you know, becoming negative and giving up on it, kept her in the fight. So that's really cool. What is this level? Okay, it's the middle of the day. Okay, so you're looking for the break at the low. Close, retest. Damn, very nice. Clean and simple. That's how we like it around here, Linwood. Back to the chart. Good reviews, those guys. I'm always pretty impressed with everybody's posting in there. I feel like a lot of the most clean or uniform posts in our chat are probably in that trade results channel. And not just because of different leaders in chat, but just literally everybody who goes in there really does take their time when they're typing out what they're doing, or taking their time on their chart to show everybody what they might have done. It's really cool. I really love taking away from those trades because there's a lot you can learn. You could be like, oh, I've done that before, and it just kind of reinstills something. You know, it just kind of gives you more confidence behind one of the rules you might be following. Or maybe to help someone out even. If you see someone struggling with something you've struggled with before, give them a tip. Show them what you did. Show them how the power of backtesting can truly change anything. I know some people get bored when that word is said, backtesting, but backtesting is one of the most powerful ways you can learn in the market. It's a way of not being in any risk at all and having complete advantage over the market because you're just, again, learning. You're only learning. You're not focused on, let me make $1 million today. You're not focused on that. SPY double inside bar on the 5-minute holding current day open. Great call out, Garden Trader. You are on it today. Trying to do better with moving averages. 5, 9, 21. Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. And yeah, I'll probably be streaming for another 10-15 minutes. It's almost 11 now. But I wanted to keep the stream going when I pulled it up again because it's just that was a little weird that it cut out so early. Sounds like work. I know, that's why I give that warning, because whenever I say backtesting, I know what it sounds like. It sounds boring. It sounds bland. It sounds like a lot of work. And it is, but it's definitely worth it to have some confidence behind your game plans, your trading just in general. It's very nice. You are, Carter. You are definitely getting better overall. You could easily take that. Someone who's been in our chat, even if they didn't know you, they could have read your posts from before and then read them now and be like, yeah, this guy's definitely progressed. And that's really what we're looking for. We're not looking to get rich overnight. We're looking to progress. I backtest everything. Keeps me from oversizing. Which, Tobias, that is crazy. Bueller has a stop loss on his stream time. Keeps me from oversizing, which I have noticed that with you, You might sound like from the surface, someone joining chat. And don't take offense to this. I'm not attacking you. But someone joining chat might join and see you at first hand and be like, oh, this guy's a degen, and think you're just buying up and selling everything with as much money as you possibly have. But you're not. You might sound like that, but you definitely don't size crazy. You're not ever going into a position and you're dumping 100% of your funds into it. And that speaks levels about you because it shows yes, you can joke around, but you can also be very serious. And that's what I like. That's what I like about Tobias. He can be a clown, but he can also be very, very, very serious. And never does he let the clowning ruin his trading. Well, most of the time. He says, I have to have a... Wait, I can't even read it because of the heart. I have to have reality kick me face in so I don't become my true self. Jesus. But it's cool to be a jokester. It's definitely fine. Some people take it too far, but you are not one of those people. I'll let you know if you ever go too far. I haven't seen anybody really mess up in chat lately. Actually, I haven't seen anybody really throw any red flags up in a while. It's been a long time since I've banned an actual person or given them a warning or anything. We don't have people like that in here, for the most part. Yo, username, I just saw you were in the voice chat. What's up, dude? I was making fun of your Lifetime post earlier because you put Roku, but I honestly thought you were the person who typed Roku under it. I didn't realize that was sinful at the time. Yeah, I was reading over your post instantly as soon as I saw those up. Alright guys, it's the last, 5 to 10 minutes of the stream. If you guys have any questions about anything, about the market or any particular ticker or anything about the channel or the Discord or anything in general, this is the time to ask. This is a beautiful time to ask. It's the end of the stream. There's no risk involved. But right now on SPY, it looks like we're trying to hold a bullish retest so far. As Garden Trader said, we had a double inside bar on the 5-minute holding this level, and now we have 3 candles inside of this candle holding this level. So still kind of monitoring that call out. If a positive candle prints here, we have to assume bulls are in complete control still of the day over today's open. I don't mean in control in terms of like we're going to the moon or anything. You will probably never see me say we're going to the moon. It's not good to give yourself that fake hope or hype or whatever. Also, what is the moon? How far is that? I've seen people hold trades, crazy trades. Stock moves $60 in share price, and they're still holding and they don't sell. And they're like, well, it has more room to more go. Even those people are gambling. They might think that they're not because they're up and they're in long-term investment, but you are gambling if you don't have a plan, even with those long-term holds. So it's just good to not be a gambler is really all I'm saying. At least when you trade. Don't be a gambler when you trade. If you want to gamble, go actually gamble. Don't sit here in the stock market and burn your money up. That's just stupid. I know you probably said it, but I think I missed it. But how do you chart all-time highs, psych, and fib? Perfect question, Sack and Save. Let's go over it. Alright, so create drawing set. Sack and Save. So there's a few things you can do, Sack and Save. There are, of course, psychological levels, which you just mentioned. Of course, when you're done drawing emerging candles, what do you do after that? What's after this? And there's a couple things you can do. Psychological levels are, of course, the most popular method. What is that, Josh? What the hell are we talking about? What is psychological levels? The numbers 0, 5. These are the greatest numbers in everywhere, not just the stock market, everywhere. They're just good psychological numbers. So like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, 2,000. These are all psychological numbers. They're just flat psychological numbers. So this is the easiest way to draw other levels. But of course you'll see, oh wow, but then I just have levels everywhere. So yes, it does help you, but on the other end, it also confuses you sometimes and you'll end up having too many levels. So something I like to do is combine this with, well, this is our emerging candle, but with our other method, which is just drawing fib extensions. So sometimes I like to do this on the weekly, like in this case, and this is an upside down fib. So let's say you see a big rally and then you see a pullback and then a rally again, right? Well, of this rally, if you go from the low to the high, these actually give you really good fib extension targets, and these were our targets at one point in the past. They are not now, of course, because we're past them. But you can also do this on the daily too. So we end up getting our rally, we get our pullback, and that's it, right? And this isn't really a case I would draw this in, but just for example's sake, I will show you. Let's get our pan tool because I don't know what the hell's going on. And you can just mark this because it is a little confusing when you're looking at it like this. Something I like to do though, remove that fib, is combine these with psychological levels. So if I see this is close to 565, I'm just going to also add that. And then I see this as kind of like a combined area, not just 1 or 2 levels. I see this as a whole area now. And the same thing here, 570. Now you have a $1.17 level or $1.17 area that is very helpful to you. So now you're not just drawing these random psychological levels. Now you're actually drawing calculated levels mixed in with those psychological levels. Now you have a lot more confident information in front of us instead of just saying, oh, 570, 565. You know, so it's very helpful. And you can do that on the daily, you can do that on the weekly, you can even do it on the monthly. So definitely have fun with that. Definitely has helped me out a lot. I would definitely check out the video on my channel though that charts all-time highs before we were up this high. It'll show you a good brief description of what we did, and you'll see those targets have been hit, surpassed. We're $20 beyond those levels now. And it's just kind of cool to look back on, you know, because everything's already happened. We're already way beyond them. So definitely take your time to go review that when you have time. Good question. That was a great question. I always love charting the all-time highs because a lot of people suck at it, to be honest with you. If you've ever, and I'm not talking about like you guys, I'm talking about everybody as a whole. If you look across popular strategies, not a single one of them ever talks about how to chart all-time highs. They don't. They just don't. And you know why? Because they don't have back-tested information that tells them how to do that. They don't have that information. They don't have the backtest. They don't have the, you know, experience that we do back-testing this stuff. And now whether that's because they're lazy or they don't care, I don't know. But last time I checked, every stock makes all-time highs or all-time lows. So I think it should be very important to us to be able to understand how to draw past those levels that haven't technically been hit yet, right? Our system is completely relying on price history. But how do I rely on price history when we haven't even touched this part of the chart yet? And those fib extensions are exactly how we do it. Those psychological levels are how we do it. Combining them are very helpful. And you'll even see us do this with intraday timeframes too. So let's say, here, wait, let me just do this. So let's say I see we had a breakout. You know, we're here and we didn't stop till we're way up here, right? And now right now this might not be helpful. Right here this doesn't make sense at all. But let's say that this day held these fibs and we end up moving up. What are some intraday targets I now have on my screen that weren't necessarily there before? I could use these. But understand, where did you get it from? So don't just draw these randomly all the time. Understand where you're drawing them from. Go off of that. So just like I said, back test, practice it more. I'll be honest with you, the first 20 times I drew those, it didn't make any damn sense to me. But then I took a trade with them and I saw them as like a hidden future target. And it was like, oh my God, it just all came together. I had the biggest light bulb moment ever. And Leland's one of the people who helped me kind of get that light bulb moment. It's like, oh shit, wait, this makes sense. I know this one. It's just cool having those moments. Huge sigh of relief. But great question, seriously. I was just talking about that earlier too, because we're hitting all-time highs. Every other day it's like we're making new all-time highs, so it's very important to know, you know, how to work towards that, or at least have those hidden levels, you know, that are beyond the all-time high. Another thing you guys can do, for your question, 2 seconds save, go to the weekly watch list channel. You have access to that. Download those, review them. A lot of them will show you those hidden targets, those hidden levels that I'm grabbing. It shows you how I'm getting it. It shows you what they are. So definitely backtest some of the weekly watch lists as well, because I go over all of those as well. No problem. Are we gaming tonight? I game every night. We have lead lane for that. Exactly. The world's crashing. We have lead lane for that. Sitting cash, still lunch hour now. We'll take break and come back. Good thinking, German. Do you have the EMAs on another chart, and do you have a link to a video of your explanation on how you use them? I prefer just BB level zones and fibs, wondering when you use them. I only use fibs for my swings. I don't really use, fibs. I only use EMAs for my swings. I don't use EMAs for day trading. But to answer your other question, if you want to know where you can look to understand my thinking and my process behind all of that, go to playlist on my YouTube channel. Go to playlist. And then it's the one called Swing Trading Videos. Here you go. View full playlist. I would start with this video. It's about 50 minutes long, but this is going to always be probably my best swing trading breakdown. This here breaks down just about everything you need in just this one video. So I would definitely watch that one first. And then the rest of them, you'll just kind of have a good idea behind, what the hell are we talking about. And then I have a lot of small videos that are just quick explanations going off of the concepts in this video. So you have to start here to get the rest, but it at least gives you a good kind of intro into everything. This is like the workshop 11 of swing trading videos for my channel. Yeah, definitely take your time to get through that. And if you ever get bored of that, let's say, you're just on fire and for some reason you're just killing it. You just can't stop binging. Wait, what the hell? There we go. I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? If you go to Moustache Bot, spell it like you're from the UK. Moustache Options Bot. This does not exist anymore. Don't click this link. Don't click any of this. But these are all me. So if you go to this channel, these are extra videos that you can use to, yeah, it's just like the videos in that playlist. If you want to backtest or review, these are exactly like that playlist. It's just extra content. So these are plays that I used to call out all the time. I kind of moved away from this style of posting though, because I really don't like how people treat you when you're calling out plays and just trying to be yourself. I could literally just be posting trades I'm taking, and you would never understand the feedback that people would give. It's pretty crazy. You could literally make them $1,000 right there, and on the very next play you call out, they will question your existence. It's crazy. It's like, bro, you don't have to touch any of these trades with me. I'm just calling out what I'm doing. I didn't tell you to follow me a single time. It's just crazy how people will treat you. So I've definitely tried to move away from that style of posting, but that's how we post in Lifetime though. We just all work together and we work on swings. There's not really like one person posting everything. Nox is that person now, but we have Username, I'm in there, For Profit, a few other guys in there like Jack, Alexis is in there. There's a bunch of people, but just everybody working together, posting breakdowns based on rules that we've set. The profile pic on that is fire. I made that myself. I can actually take claim. I'm a huge Naruto fan. Of course, I had to take the Discord icon and add the Akatsuki on there. Akatsuki. But yeah. Good question as well, though, German. Thank you for asking that. Like I said, guys, great time to ask questions. I think I'm about to end the stream soon. Yeah, having all-time highs levels helped me accept there ain't. Oh, yeah. Because when you're looking at, like, all-time highs, you'll think, like, the sky's the limit. And then every time a new all-time high is slowed down against, you'll think, oh, it has to fall. But that's not how that works. So that's why it's really good to have those extra levels, too. So you don't have that mindset of, like, oh, this has to reject here. Or, oh, this has to keep rallying. It has to, based on this. No, it doesn't. So it's just good to get yourself out of that mindset that there is a roof. Because there's definitely no roof at all. If you want to think of the stock price, it's in space. It could go down forever. It could go up forever. This thing is in the middle of nowhere. So there's no such thing as a roof on the price of SPY. That's for sure. But it definitely feels like it, though, sometimes. That's why it's good to kind of get yourself out of that mindset. It'll limit you to less opportunity. We don't want that. No real new update for you guys. We're still just kind of holding this triple inside bar. Got a positive print, so this is very bullish as of these 4 candles right here. So basically, as long as you hold this yellow dotted line, you should still be going up. But as you guys can see, past times we've done that, haven't gotten much movement. We got a nice move into the high, great. Got a nice hold, got a nice move into the other high, great. Now the question kind of begs to ask, do we end up holding here and make a new high, or are we going to sit in between these two highlighted areas the rest of the day? We don't know. we are moving into the lunch hour, so you can expect lower volume. Now, and this is why I'm excited to release this video on Friday. When you guys watch that video, or if you've already seen it, great job. But it breaks down the 3 sections of each day. And based on what I'm seeing here, there's still a lot of probability for movement for the rest of the day. Going into lunchtime, and if lunchtime gets nothing, even higher probability for power hour. So, if we get nothing at all today, I don't care. This is going to give us really good information going into tomorrow. So that's all that matters. But guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the questions. Thanks for the updates. Thanks for all the trading. Thanks for just everything. Really, just thanks for being here. We will be here again tomorrow streaming, going over a bunch of stuff. But I will see you guys later on. Thank you guys again. Sorry for the stream crashing. That was my fault, of course. But yeah, thank you guys again for all the likes, the comments, everything on both streams. Appreciate you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Definitely be sure to drop some updates in chat if anything changes, or if you guys are doing any trades on anything, or if something you were watching has started moving more, or is just kind of getting out of where you were planning. Really just updates of everything. So I hope to see more of you guys being confident and taking charge of your own trading in the post charts channel. I'm seeing Maddie Clams and Garden Trader and D-Touch and Alexis. I'm seeing more and more of those leaders post, but I want to still see more of you guys in there with those guys, because they're really just posting whatever they want and having fun, being comfortable and growing. And I hope to see more of you on that vibe. So have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys later.